How's it going, everybody? My name's Dave Whipple and you're watching Cheap Wheels. If you're like me and you drive old pickup trucks and old cars, one of the things you're going to run into with older vehicles is clunking noises, and a lot of times that's caused by sway bar bushings. Let's take a look at the sway bar bushings on this old F-250, see what they look like. Now these sway bar links in the front, they've got some wear to them and you can see some cracking, but they're pretty solid still. Matter of fact, I would say that these are just fine. They're good and solid and they don't have any play in them. Let's take a look at the ones in the back. Take a look at this one. Every time you hit a bump, you're gonna hear something like that, because this one is shot. Oh, wow. That is so horrible. And if the passenger side is shot, I don't know what you could say about the driver's side. It's even worse. Wow. Now the bushings on the front of this truck look just fine, but the ones on the rear, they're garbage. They need to get changed. Not only is that going to make the vehicle corner better and just handle better overall, it's also going to take a lot of that clunk out of the rear end when you're driving down gravel roads. The good news is they're easy to get to and they're easy to change, and they're cheap. So here's the parts we're going to use today. These are Moog sway bar bushings. I bought these on eBay for about 13 bucks with free shipping. Now sway bars come in all kinds of different sizes, so make sure you measure the bar that you actually have in your vehicle before you order. Don't just order based on the vehicle you own in the year. Make sure you measure the bar first and get the right parts the first time. This is a large U-bolt that holds this bracket on. It goes all the way around the axle. So you have a bottom nut to take off and a top nut. Once you've got those two nuts off, this bracket will come off. You take out the old sway bar bushing, put a fresh one on. You can see they have a crack here in the side, and that's so you can open them up and slip them over top of the sway bar. Put the bracket back on, put the nuts back on. Simple. It's a good idea to go out a couple days ahead of time and spray these nuts with some penetrating oil. I didn't do that. They'll come off either way, but it's a good idea. Once you've got that top nut off, you can remove that whole bracket. Take a look at this guy. Wow. This sucker is just wore right out. It's dry rotted on the inside. It's cracked. It's wore right through. There's not even any material here. There's the old one and there's the new one. Which one's going to hold that bar nice and tight? I'm going to slip the new bushing on. Whew. Man, that sucker is tight compared to the old one. I think that's going to work just peachy. Now we still have the other side to do, so I'm not going to tighten these down just yet, because this sway bar might actually need to be centered a little bit. So I'm going to leave this one just snug. We're going to move over to the other side. Second verse is the same as the first. We're to that point. We take off our bracket. Wow. Wow, look at that. That is just gone. Every time you hit a bump, that bar moves inside this bushing, hits this bracket, makes a noise. Bang, 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 bang. Enough of that. This particular job, this is one that truly is very, very simple. Doesn't take hardly anything for tools. Doesn't take any time. It's just an easy job. In the time it's taken me to tell you this, I've pretty much got this one changed. Oh yeah, that feels good. Oh boy. That bushing is nice and tight. Well, I'm not really sure how that could have went any easier. Well, there you have it. Sway bar bushings. Easy to change, cheap to change. Not only makes a difference in handling, makes a difference in noise. It's a win-win. This is an easy procedure that anybody can do. It's only going to cost you a couple dollars, might make a huge difference. Thank you guys so much for watching Cheap Wheels. Keep your junk on the road. See you soon.